In the nation's capital, on one night in June, the pioneering spirits of American aviation came home. Wilbur and Orville Wright, William Boeing, North American Aviation's James Dutch Kindelberger, Douglas Aircraft's Donald Douglas, and McDonnell Aircraft's James McDonnell. Bound by innovation and flight, the first families of aviation, descendants of genius, gathered for the very first time at Washington's museum to share their pride.
My stepdaughter and her family, Jenny Douglas.
Record for history.
There you go. You're looking good. There you go.
And bond with the men whose vision changed the world. Accompanied by family, Susan Boeing Brown, the Boeing founder's granddaughter, was moved by the event.
It is amazing, and I think such leaders in aviation, and now all to be one big family together.
The backdrop for the event was the premiere of the high-definition version of the critically acclaimed PBS television documentary, Pioneers in Aviation, which captures the life and times of the aviation icons. But it was John Tracy, Boeing's Chief Technology Officer and Senior Vice President of Engineering, Operations, and Technology, who shared with guests the Pioneers' impact on him.
Eagle, we got you now. It's looking good, over. Roger, copy.
As an engineer in the aerospace industry, I am in awe of what they did, absolute awe. And as an American, I am so grateful that they did it when they did.
December 7th, 1941.
Pearl Harbor and America was at war. FDR calls on the nation's aviation industry to produce 50,000 warplanes a year for the Allied war effort. In an unprecedented spirit of patriotism, Douglas, Boeing, and Kindelberger all agree to share their company's confidential aircraft designs and production plans with one another, enabling them to outproduce the enemy while creating some of the most prolific aircraft in history. At North American Aviation, which produced the P-51 Mustang, an airplane rolled off the production line every 15 minutes.
My name is James Kindelberger Graham. Dutch Kindelberger was my grandfather. My grandfather passed away 50 years ago next month, and the fact that we're here to honor him is testimony to the level of his accomplishments.
Aircraft designer Donald Douglas was represented by his sons James and Malcolm, both of whom remember their talented father as a shy man who at 25 was called upon to organize U.S. aviation manufacturing during the First World War, and who during the Second World War answered another call to duty.
Dad was appointed by Roosevelt to actually open the first Arsenal of Democracy plant. The Boeing B-17 Gs and Hs were made at Long Beach. 3,000 of them.
The contributions of these aviation pioneers reached into future decades as faster, more powerful airplanes, both commercial and military, tested new frontiers. James S. McDonnell would lead the nation into manned spaceflight with Projects Mercury and Gemini. His McDonnell team securing the hatches on every capsule before blastoff and earning the admiration of the heroes who flew them.
This is Freedom 7. The fuel is go 1.2 G.
He bonded with the astronauts, with those 7 astronauts. He bonded with them. I mean, he loved that, and I think they really greatly respected him.
But before there was space, there was sand at Kitty Hawk. 2 brothers, bicycle builders named Orville and Wilbur Wright, made the first sustained powered flight from the North Carolina dunes, changing our lives forever.
My name's Amanda Wright Lane, and I'm the great-grandniece of Wilbur and Orville Wright. A lot of times folks ask the family what it's like to be related to the Wright brothers, and the history is such an astounding one to me because we haven't finished writing it.